Guys, so for this one I kind of had to pick and choose what I wanted to do today as far as progress in the car. This side right here, every time I'm driving, this wheel gets hot and the rotor, you can't see it, but it actually looks like the pad is really not coming in contact with the rotor almost at all. So and it's kind of like it's getting real hot, so I'm pretty sure it's just seized in one position and the rotor is just heating up the pads, causing everything just to heat up. So I believe that this caliper is seized. Pretty major issue, because at this point with rear shot drum brakes, the whole braking of the car is relied on one 9-inch rotor, which is pretty annoying, having to stop a few hundred feet before a stop sign or a light or somebody, because the whole car is pretty much getting its braking power from here, I'm pretty sure, because this one I kind of feel it kind of tug too, and braking is just absolutely horrible in this thing. I took this off because the clips, they just broke off, so I just took off that panel for now. I'm gonna do a little bit of body work right here, and just to get this fender looking nice, I took off that stupid whatever that thing, the trim piece was. So so like, since there's multiple issues with it, I kind of have to pick and choose what I want to do. Do I want to take off a caliper and unseize it and mess with the sliding pins and, you know, put brand new brake pads, because I have brand new brake pads for the front? Or this side, I'm dealing with it actually doesn't even look that bad right now, but well, kind of, but the top of the wheel kind of leaning this way and it's pushed in on the bottom. Man, I'm already dirty. I just touched this car, I'm already filthy. Yeah, so I'm dealing with suspension issues. The wheel is basically cambered out right now. So do I deal with this? The other week I picked up this lower control arm off of an ED3. Pretty sure it's the same. I think the spindles might be a little bit different from the CRX to ED3. Maybe the EX from the Civics are different, because those are bigger brakes and CRXs didn't get the bigger brakes. But I'm thinking maybe this bottom control arm could be bent, so I got one real cheap from the junkyard, and I'm gonna see if that one over there is messed up and bent, and if this will fix the problem, because I already have the upper control arm. Now this is the bottom control arm. The next thing I have to get is a spindle from a CRX. So I'm gonna pull off that wheel, better yet, instead of cracking any leader lines and all that from the brakes, and deal with the suspension first. You guys already seen the video from this. I picked this up. I basically have some engine enamel. It's up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna clean it with some brake clean, just shoot it up real quick. Oh, by the way guys, my new little toy is this impact driver that I got, this little impact gun. Pretty cool. 20 volt from Harbor Freight, and I have that little attachment to put sockets on, so that's gonna come in handy for like all these little 10s that I have to like bust off. So pretty cool. If you want to see any reviews of this, unboxings, search them up, they're pretty popular. And yeah, finally I could stop wrenching as much and use that. So first I untightened the lug nuts with the with the breaker, and I'm just gonna go after them with the impact. I'm not gonna take off lug nuts or axle bolts or axle nuts and stuff with this little thing like people usually do, and they just call it crap. This was not meant to take off lug nuts and axle bolts and crank pulley bolts, harmonic balancer bolts, so don't overwork the tool like a lot of reviewers do, and they talk down on it. Alright guys, so little baby brakes. I'm going to compare this lower control arm to the one that I have. It kind of looks like this subframe could be bent. There's a lot of hammering right there. Yeah, see where there's a bend right here and where the paint came off. So basically this subframe is pushed in and the lower control arm is pushed inward also, causing the front of the wheel to come out this way. It looks like this spindle, this knuckle looks alright. I mean, it'll take a pretty damn hard hit to actually break this, but so yeah, so I think I'm actually looking at a subframe swap. What the hell? Let's take a closer look. So I'm not on jack stand, so I can't really get under the car, but this video would probably be a fail. Yeah, you can see right there. Check it out. See all that rust? I don't know. Probably I should just look into doing the brakes for now. I mean, the car runs and drives, and it's been driving like this. And ever since I swapped out the wheels, the car is not even pulling because those little 13s were just like too flat, not holding air, causing the car like veer to the side. But fortunately with these, the car actually tracks pretty straight, and it can get around town like this. So man, look at that, that got punched also. I gotta do a lot of body work right here. And yeah, these fenders, they're pretty expensive, brand new, like aftermarket brand new. Yeah, like 140 a piece. And I got the Integra. You can find the Integra ones like discounted days for like 30 bucks a piece. It's ridiculous. So all right, so I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm probably gonna just end up doing the brakes. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end up just doing the brakes since this car can't stop for anything, and I'm gonna address this issue at a later date. But as you can see, it's kind of separating right there, like where it's just a little bit bent. But that definitely doesn't look like it should be going that much forward. But then again, I'm not really sure like how these things are supposed to look like. But that's the only thing that looks damaged, because I already compared the lower control arm, and it looks like I have a spare. But luckily that thing was cheap. And yeah, this lower control arm on this car, the original, is good. So now I'm just looking at all of this. Yeah, so I'm gonna move on with the brakes and get this one done. Just get some progress done on this one. Alright guys, so it looked like some spider eggs right there on the caliper. So old finish pads, pretty cooked. They already failed too. You can see how they failed. Yeah, it's failed too. These are so old. Got overheated too because this one was doing a lot of the work. So now I'm just gonna clean up these slide pins and add some grease and be done with this side and go on to the other one. All gummed up. Clean up these. This bolt right here. In the back right here, that's seized, so this pin is gonna be stationary from now on. Just gonna lube that up so it could slide within there nicely. $10 eBay brake pads. They came with no clips or nothing right here, but what can you expect for 10 bucks? And it's probably about a millimeter short versus you know, some AutoZone specials, but what do you expect? These are gonna do just fine for a daily. This is Bendix ceramic high performance synthetic brake lubricant. This is all I use on my cars, my brakes, and this stuff works pretty dang good. It doesn't dry, it doesn't gunk up, it doesn't wash away, and yeah, it's pretty stuff. It's a synthetic brake lubricant, so it's not gonna go back into the earth. It just stays where you put it, and it stays put. It's pretty good stuff. You should try it. You could also put it on your rubber pieces. Get a little bit. Clean them up. And then now the rubber is nice and pliable, and it's gonna function just right. It's a little tear right there, but it's okay. So now this is ready to be back in service. Now make sure the slide pin functions just right, and now this is ready to go. Got some packed in right there. Clean this off, so now it's ready to go. Oh. Lubed up brakes and fresh pads. There's no lip on these rotors, so they're good for about 10-15,000 miles. So yeah, just gonna go off to the other side, button things up right here, and be done with this side, and let's see what's wrong with the other side. It should be interesting. I'm gonna tackle this one right here. I'm gonna get all my tools. Got this Harbor Freight light for free, so it's pretty cool. They sent like some type of coupon, and this had buy something get this free, and some gloves. But yeah, so finally gonna work on this side and get this all done. Alright guys, so I got the wheel off, and one thing that seems a little bit weird is that there's a good amount of brake pad on this side, but the other side was just roasted. Can't really see on this side, but can we get in there? Oh yeah, there's enough brake pad. So since the other side was very minimal brake pad and this side seems like a lot, I'm gonna say that this was doing very little and there's something wrong with this caliper. So I'm gonna pull it off, pull the piston out, clean, and put back in. Let's see if there's any type of debris, gummed up debris or something, or it might just be seized. Hopefully I can pull this piston out. Let's see. Alright, so that pad seems alright, even wear. And this one too, a little scoring, but this one seems alright also. Gonna wear some gloves. Alright, not the best looking gloves, but it'll do. Little protection against all this grime. That's just gross. Alright guys, so basically what I'm gonna do right now, I have no brake pads in here. I'm gonna go over there, step on the brakes, and that's gonna push the piston all the way out, and that's how I'm gonna try and get that piston out. So I haven't really done anything like this. I think I've done it by accident before, but yeah. So I'm gonna go press on the brake and pull out that piston. Let's see. Alright guys, so I just pushed on the brake and it came out this much. I just took off the dust boot and it does look a little grimy in there, a little pitted. So I'm gonna just take this piston out and try and clean it up as much as possible. But man, this actually doesn't really look that good because that's a lot of pitting in there. This is crazy. Yeah, it's coming out. There we go. Brake fluid everywhere. Okay. That'll buy me a little time. It's okay. Like so. Got our caliper right there. It's kind of rusty inside. Pull off this piston. Oh man, that stuff is... yeah, it's not too bad. So now it's time to clean all this stuff up. Alright guys, so made a little mess right there. Fortunately, a little water will just get that right up. But unfortunately, this piston is shot. See that score? Yeah. All that right there. So I'm looking at getting a caliper for this thing now before anything, because the brakes suck and I'm pretty sure it's because of that, and it's like it's not causing enough pressure. I tried sanding it, have a little emery cloth, and this is some wet and dry, just to try and like smooth it out a little bit because it was like very pitted, and this brake fluid is very old and it's very acidic, so it just started eating away at that surface. You could see where it's nice right there, then it gets really pitted, So this thing has no stopping power. So I'm gonna put everything back together and rock the new pads, and then I'm gonna get another caliper and swap those pads to that one, and then toss this junk out. But yeah, that sucks. The actual bore, it doesn't look too bad in there, but this piston is so shot, so that sucks. I'm gonna conclude the video right there and just shut it off. If you guys want to see any more of these little videos, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And sorry there was a double fail in this one, but finally I'm getting into like the meat and potatoes of the actual resto mod, and things are gonna be bad before everything's good, and that thing's building up some pressure. But yeah, so it's gonna get ugly before it gets better. Alright guys, so here's more BS. Just decided I'll throw this in. Look at that right there. I have no idea how that's even possible. Go all the way around to rust it, and it's just, that's crazy. So now I'm looking at a rotor too.